Hello students, how are you all? I hope that you are fine at home and at the same time you are doing your studies well because your examination is going on. Not only that but also you will have to work hard for your examination. So today we are starting the revision video of English. Now before we start the revision video, first of all you should have idea of what is going to be asked in the examination. So first of all I am going to discuss the paper style of English, and then after we will go ahead with our discussion what to revise, what is there in your examination, what kind of questions can be asked in your examination. Everything is there. But first of all let us see what is there, what is the paper style of your English paper. So as you can see here, if I talk about the syllabus, we have completed prose 1 and 2, at the same time poem 1 and 2. So definitely from these only it is going to be asked. As you already have remembered that we also have completed the grammar part along with the grammar and active voice and passive voice, so that is also the part of it, and some composition part also we have discussed, so it is also going to be there. Now see, section A will be of prose. It means from the lesson it is going to be asked. Into that, the first part, the first question is of answer the question in short, 1 mark each, 8 marks will be there. Question 2, answer the following question in details, 2 marks question will be there. You will have to attempt any 2, so any 3, and it will be of 6 marks. Let us come to the second part, section B, that is of the poem. Answer the following question in detail, 2 marks each, okay. You will have to attempt 3 and it will contain 6 marks. If I talk about the grammar C section, you will have to write down the fill in the blanks using appropriate verb forms, which we already have discussed from the tenses, and change the voice, which also have been discussed by us. Now let us come to the section D, that is of the composition part. Writing portion will be there, notice writing is there, which we already have discussed. Then after email writing is there, we also have discussed that, and later writing will be there. Marks will be 5, 6 and 6. So this is how your English paper is going to be asked. Now let us revise and try to know that what is going to be asked in your examination. Now in revision what we are going to discuss is question and answers, because we already have discussed the whole lesson but we haven't gone through the question answers. No doubt you all have written, but though let us try to discuss the question answer, and you will have some idea that how to write the answers of the question. So first of all here you can see the first question is like this, that let me show you. Yeah, what kind of teachers did Margie and Tommy have? Now we already know that they have a mechanical teacher, but the question is that how to write the answer. So here you can see that Margie and Tommy had a mechanical teachers with large black screen on which all the lessons were shown and questions were asked. These mechanical teachers had a slot in which the students had to put their homework and test papers. They did not have a living human being as a teacher who would teach the students in the classroom. It means we will have to write like this in detail, okay. If this question is asked in 2 marks, you will have to write like this, that they have mechanical teacher along with their facilities, along with their things which it had, okay. So this is how you can write the answer for this kind of question. Now let us move ahead with the second question. Why did Margie's mother send for the county inspector? So you know that what is the reason of sending the county inspector to the Margie, that Margie was not doing well in the geography and that was only the reason. But how to write the answer? So here is the answer, that Margie's mother sent for county inspector because the mechanical teacher was not functioning efficiently. You can also mention this. Margie had been giving many tests in geography by the teacher, but there was no improvement in her performance. So Margie's mother wanted to find out the reason behind it, and that is the reason that she sent for the county inspector. 2 reasons here you can give. Let us move ahead with the third. What did he do? It means the county inspector. So as you know that Margie was doing badly in geography because the geography sector of the mechanical teacher had been adjusted to the higher level. In order to help her, the county inspector slowed down the geography sector to an average 10-year level. So you can see the answer is that Margie was not doing well in the geography, and that's why the county inspector increased, or you can say that, sorry, decreased or slowed down the geography sector to the average level so that Margie can do properly. Our next question is, why was Margie doing badly in geography? What did the county inspector do to help her? So as you know the reason that Margie was doing badly in geography because the geography sector of the mechanical teacher had been adjusted to a higher level. That is only the reason. It is not that Margie did not know anything, but this is only the reason. And in order to help her, the county inspector slowed down the geography sector of the mechanical teacher to an average 10-year level. So this is how you can write the answer of this question. Now let us move ahead with the another one. What had once happened to Tommy's teacher? What happened to Tommy's teacher? So as you know that once Tommy's teacher was also not working properly. So it was taken away for nearly a month because the history sector had been blanked out completely. So this is the reason. So this kind of question can be asked in 1 mark, okay? Sometimes it is possible that it is also can be asked in the 2 marks. So seeing the marks you will have to write your answers. Next one, did Margie have regular days and hours for school? If so, why? So as you know that Margie had regular days and hours for the school because her mother believed that learning at regular hours helped little girls learn better. So her mechanical teacher always turned on at the same time every day except on Saturdays and Sundays. So this is how you can write the answer, that they have the regular hours for the school. No doubt they are working from the home, okay? No schools were there, only the mechanical teacher is there. Not only that, but also they will have to work from the home. Next one, how does Tommy describe the old kind of school? Old kind of school, that means right now in which school we are studying, because you know the time period that is taken here is of 2157, okay, a century later, and that's why here we have to describe our own school. That Tommy says that the old kind of school had special building and all the kids went there. They had a teacher who was a man. They all studied together and learned the same thing. So this is how you can write the answer. Our next question is, how does he describe the old kind of teachers? So Tommy describes the old kind of teacher as living human beings who did not live in houses because instead they taught the students in the special building. They taught the children in groups and gave them homework. So this is how you know that Tommy is describing the old kind of school. Old kind of school, that means right now in which school we are studying. So till now we have discussed 1 mark question, okay? So from these questions any question can be asked. That is particularly of the first question, first lesson. Now let us see what is there that if you are asked answer the question in detail. So what to write in detail question answer. So here are some examples. As you can see here, that what are the main features of mechanical teachers and schoolroom that Margie and Tommy have in the story. So here you will have to write in detail that what kind of teacher they have, what are the things that you notice in the teacher, what are the things that you notice in their school, everything that you will have to write here. Likewise I have written here that Margie and Tommy had mechanical teachers. They had large black screens on which the lessons were shown and questions were asked. These teachers were adjusted according to the age and potential of the student concerned. They had a slot in which students had to put their homework and test papers. They had to write their answers in punch code, and the mechanical teacher calculated the marks immediately. So here we are describing the whole thing. What is there with the mechanical teacher? What is there with even students and everyone. Their schools were in their homes itself. They did not have any classmates. They had regular days and hours for school. The mechanical teacher always turned on at the same time every day except from Saturday and Sunday. They had learned geography, history and arithmetic. So in detail, you can write this kind of answer. I hope that you understand because we already have discussed. But here we are discussing the question answer so that you can get how to write the answers in the exam. My next question, and please don't consider that these are the IMP questions. That is not the way, okay? Here we are discussing the all general questions. It is not that from this only it is going to be asked. Fine. Our second question is, why did Margie hate the school? Why she think the old kind of schools must have been fun? So as you know that Margie hated the school very much. Why? Because she had to put test after test. Not only that, but also she had to spend the hours in the screen of computers. Let us try to see what are the reasons. Margie hated the school because it was not fun. She had a mechanical teacher who used to teach her every day at a fixed time in her house. She hated the part when she had to insert the homework and test paper in the slot on the mechanical teacher. She did not like the fact that she had to write her answers in a punch code. Her disliking for the mechanical teacher was increased even more when she was failing to perform well in the geography test. So this is how you can write the answer in detail. Now let us not only that but also she thought that the old kind of school must have been fun as she imagined all the kids from the entire neighborhood coming together, laughing and shouting in the schoolyard. She imagined that they would sit together in the classroom and go home together at the end of the day. They would learn the same things and could help one another with the homework. Also, the teachers were human beings that would make the learning process more interactive. All these aspects made her believe that the old kind of school must have been fun. So this is how you can write the answer for this question. I hope you understood. Now let us move ahead with the last question of this lesson first. And the question is like given like this. Do you agree with Margie that schools today are more fun than school in the story? Give reasons for your answer. So here you are right to free whatever you are feeling, okay? You can write here your own thoughts. It is not that what is given here you will have to write, but you can write your own thoughts regarding the school into which right now you are studying. So here is the example. After reading this you can write your own answer. So what is written here? See. Yes, I strongly agree with Margie that schools today are more fun than the schools in the story. In the story, teaching is done mechanically inside a learner's house itself. Studying and answering questions in the absence of classmates seems to be boring idea, and right now also you are feeling this. Writing homework in punch codes, that too without anybody's help, would be really exhausting. It means tiresome. A mechanical teacher has no emotion and sentiments. It can't understand anything, okay? Likewise, we can understand you. It does not have the ability to understand the psychology of the student, rather it teaches him or her according to the adjustment modes. But in today's schools, there are teachers who are the real human beings. They are more understanding and accommodating than mechanical ones. They work for the overall development of the child. You know that we are working for overall development of yourself, okay? Moreover, children develop for a better understanding about each other and of their surrounding when accompanied by the students of their age. Another major advantage of today's school is that if any student faces any problem with the subject or in homework, then he or she can discuss it with the teacher and the other kids in the class. So this is the beneficial of it. Not only that, but kids learn Various qualities like sharing, respect, obedience, kindness, etc. They are encouraged to take part in games, sports, and other activities which are necessary for overall development of a student. And thus, all these factors prove that schools today are more fun than the school in the story. So, this is how you can write your own view regarding the question. Now, let us move ahead with the second lesson. We are discussing the poetry after completing the lessons. Okay, so here the first question is, how old Evelyn when she went to Royal Academy of Music? 1 mark questions are there. Evelyn was even 17 when she went to the Royal Academy of Music. So you can write here that she was 17 years old. Second question, when was her deafness first noticed? When was it confirmed? So you can write answer here. Her deafness was first noticed when she was 8 years old, and it was confirmed by the time she was 11. You can write this answer. Third one, who helped her to continue with her music? What did he do and say? So you know that Ron Forbes, his teacher, helped her to continue with her music. He spotted the potential and said, don't listen through your ears, try to sense it some other way. He began by tuning to large drums to different notes. So this is the suggestion given by Ron Forbes. Next one, name the various places and causes for which Evelyn performs. So answer is, Evelyn performed free concerts in prisons and hospitals. She made music her life and performed many regular notes. So this is how 1 mark questions can be there in your exam. Now let us come to answer in 2 or 3 paragraphs or in details. So the question is like this, how does Evelyn hear the music? So you know that she was a deaf person, but though she learned the music, not only that but also she had great success in music. So how she listened the music? So here it is given that Evelyn became deaf by the time she was 11, but she did not give up. She was determined to lead a normal life and pursue her interest in music. Ron Forbes, a percussionist, spotted her potential. He asked her not to listen through the ears. From here your original answer is starting. The first is introduction, and he asked her not to listen through the ears but try to sense it some other way. She realized that she could feel the higher drum from the waist up and lower one from the waist down. Forbes repeated the exercise, and soon Evelyn discovered that she could sense certain notes in different parts of her body. She learned to open her body and mind to sounds and vibrations. She herself explained, it pours in through every part of my body, it tingles in my skin, cheekbones, and even in my hair. So this is how she was listening to music. When she played on the xylophone, she could sense the sound passing by a stick into her fingertips by leaning against the drums. She could feel the resonance flowing into her body. On the wooden floor, she used to remove her shoes so that the vibrations may pass through her bare feet and up her legs. And this is the way, this is how she listened to the music, though she was a deaf person. Actually, she was feeling the music. Okay, that is the answer. Now listen to part 2. And here the question is like this. Where was the Shehnai played traditionally? How did Bismillah Khan change this? So we are starting the discussion of the second part of the second lesson, Bismillah Khan. And into that the question is like this. Where was the Shehnai played traditionally? How did Bismillah Khan change this? So traditionally the Shehnai was played at the royal court as a part of traditional collection of musical instrument called Naubat, in the temples and at the wedding. Bismillah Khan invented new ragas with the Shehnai and thus brought it on the stage among the classical musical instrument. Here is the another question. So the question is like this, that how pungi is different from the musical instrument shehnai. I actually forgot to write here, but the question is that how shehnai and pungi both are different. So here the answer is shehnai is also a reeded musical instrument like pungi. It differs in the shape, size and quality of sound produced by it. It was made with a hollow stem which was longer and broader than the pungi and had 7 holes on it. The sound produced by the shehnai was soft and melodious in contrast to the shrill noise made by the pungi. So this is the answer of that question, how shehnai and pungi are different from each other. Next one, when and how Bismillah Khan get his big break. So you know that it was at that time that in 1938 the All India Radio opened its radio station at Lucknow. He played shehnai from the radio station regularly and his music became popular through it. So this is the time when he get big break. It means he became famous. Our next question is, where did Bismillah Khan play shehnai on 15th of August 1947? Why was the event historic? So you know that on 15th of August 1947, Bismillah Khan played shehnai from the Red Fort, and it was the day of independence and greeted the whole country. The event was historic as it was the day when India gained independence from the British rule. You know it very well. And Bismillah's performance was followed by the historic speech, Tirist with Destiny, given by India's first Prime Minister Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. So we can consider this event as a historic event. Not only that, but also a very important date for Bismillah Khan as well as for all of us. Next question, why did Bismillah Khan refuse to start a shehnai school in the USA? So Bismillah Khan was attached to the temples of Banaras in the river and the Ganga river. He could not leave them and so refused to set up a shehnai school in the USA. You know that Bismillah Khan was very attached to India, his own country, and that's why she could not go anywhere, and that is only the reason. Our next question is, find at least 2 instances in the text which tell you that Bismillah Khan loves India and Banaras. It means you have to describe those incidents which can tell that Bismillah loved India very much. So as you know that first one, that he was not ready to go to USA just to start a new school in the USA, and second, when he was honored with Bharat Ratna, he declared that Indian classical music was India's richest heritage. So from this we can say that he loved India very much. Even you can also add more things if you feel like that this must be added into it. So students, we have discussed all the question and answers, but don't consider these questions as IMP questions. I have discussed the question because you can understand how to write the answers in the exam. It may be possible that any kind of question can be asked in your test. So don't consider these as your IMP questions, and also these are going to be asked in your examination, not at all. It is just for discussion of our own self, okay? Because it is a very new experience for you. You are giving your exam from the home, and that's why we are discussing the question and answers so that you can understand that how to write the answers in the examination. So please don't consider these questions as your IMP questions. So here we complete the discussion for our prose 1 and prose 2. Now let us move ahead with our next discussion, poem 1 and poem 2. So students, now we are going to discuss the question answer for poetry. Now you know that in poetry not only the questions are going to be asked, but it is possible that any particular stanzas are going to be selected and you will have to explain the stanzas only, okay? So we already have discussed those stanzas. Not only that, but also you have the material worksheet into which I already have explained all the stanzas, okay? So try to read the stanzas along with the question and answer. So today, first of all, we are going to discuss about only the question and answer. You will have to read all the stanzas. Yes, today we are going to discuss the question and answer for two poetries, okay, the first one and second one. So let us start. So here is your worksheet, and you can see that first of all glossary is there, then after first stanza is there, and even the explanation also has been given to you, okay. So you will have to read that also, not only that but also questions and answers. So let us start the question answer, because you are going to read the stanzas of the poem from your worksheet. So let us start the question and answer, how to write the answers in the 1 mark, 2 mark, or in detail. So here first question is, where does the traveler find himself? What problem does he face? So you know that traveler find himself standing on the fork of the path. It means he was standing on the path and which were divided into two, and he could not decide that where to go. He is in the problem that he must choose one path and is not able to decide on which way he should go. So this is how you can write the answer for this question. Now second one, the phrases are given, okay, and you will have to discuss it, but I have not taken this kind of question. This is just for your information, so you don't have to read this at all. Now let us move to the third one. Is there any difference between the two roads as the poet described them? And the first question, that how the poet described the road, into that first question is that in which 2 and 3, okay, kaya stanza માં આવું સમજાય છે. So the two paths were similar. In the beginning, the poet felt that one of them was grassy and had not been walked over by many people, but when he walked on it for some distance, he realized that it was like the other road, okay, in stanzas 2 and 3. This is the way that he describes, okay. In last two lines of the poem, how he describes that, is there any difference between two roads? So in 2 and 3 stanzas he describes like this, that it has been used by many people, first way, and second one was not used by many people, but when he walked on it for some distance, he realized that it was like other road. Now let us see in last two lines of the poem how he describes. So here again the poet talks of the initial decision when he thought the roads were different and chose the one that had been walked over by lesser number of people. So this is how he describes the same road but in different stanzas. So in the first poem, you can see hardly two questions are there, and it is very easy for you to remember, but try to remember the stanzas also, okay. It is not that only these two questions are going to be asked in your examination, but you can tell that even you will have to read for the stanzas, and from that also it is going to be asked. So keep in mind that thing, okay. Now let us move ahead with the second poem. So in your second poem also, I have given you the worksheet into which the poem stanzas along with the explanation is given to you. Likewise, you can see here. So read these stanzas and explanation, and along with it, you will have to remember the question and answer, and we are going to discuss the question and answers. Why? Because you already have seen the discussion of the poetry. Now let us start. What are the things the wind does in the first stanza? So the answer is, when the wind blows violently, it destroys everything, you know. It means it breaks the shutters of the window, scatters the papers, throws the books down from the shelves, tears their pages, and bring along of the rain. So these are the things that the wind does in the first stanza. Now our second question is, what does the poet say the wind god winnows? So the answer is, the wind god winnows means the nature shifts the weak things from the strong ones. Everything that is weak is tossed by the powerful wind and gets destroyed. Just like the winnower separates the grains from the wheat from the chaff, similarly the wind god separates the weak people from the strong wind. from the strong. Third one, what should we do to make friends with the wind? So we must make ourselves strong to face the violent wind. When we will be strong, the wind will not harm us. Instead, it will become a friend and help us to grow, flourish. Our last question is, what do the last 4 lines of the poem mean to you? So the last 4 lines of the poem carry an important message that the strong people emerge stronger and victorious in the face of adversities. We must make ourselves strong like a burning fire which grows and flourishes in the violent wind. We also prosper in the face of challenges. So this is how you can write the answers for the question in detail. Whether it is asked in the 2 marks or 1 mark, you will have to write the things which are asked for. Don't add too much things in your answer. Okay, I hope you understood how to write the answers in the exam. So now it is the time to give you some of the important things. It means how to write the answers. So students, please write those answers which are asked. Okay, it means if optional questions are given to you, try to write down that questions which are asked for. It means suppose you are asked for write any two, try to attempt any two only. Don't write all the questions which are given in your paper. Okay, that is the main thing. Second thing, do write as per the question. It means don't add too much thing in your answer. What is there that is asked, you have to write that thing only. Another thing, try to make your answers properly. Likewise, in the you can see that in the worksheet and as we have discussed in the videos. Another thing is that try to write your paper very clean, okay, along with good handwritings and everything. Attempt all the questions and please keep optional questions.